Do you think Derek Carr has played his last game ever as a Raider?
Hey, man, where's Derek Carr? He was a starter for 15 games. Where is he now? Oh, he stepped away. What's wrong? Oh, he got benched. That's the distraction. The moment that Josh McDaniels did this was a distraction. Skip, and his last two head coaches, they were never in love with Derek Carr. They liked him. They appreciated what he could do, but they never wrapped their arms around him and fully embraced him.
I think they tried and failed.
But Skip, I mean, we can trash Derek Carr, but let me tell you, since he's been in the NFL, he's had the 32nd ranked defense since he's been in the NFL. And here's where they are this year. 31st in takeaways, 30th in sacks, 30th in penalties, 27th in pass defense, 27th in red zone defense, 25th in total defense, tied for 23rd in points allowed, 22nd on third down. But that's Derek Carr. This is what I know also, Skip. Last year with a less talented roster, guess what Derek Carr had this team? In the playoffs.
He did.
Guess where this team now with a more talented roster? Not in the playoffs. Now, we know this also about Josh McDaniels. Do you see, when you want to know what his head coaching record is? Go back and check it, Denver. I know he's a tremendous offensive coordinator.
He is.
When he has Belichick and he has that other guy that happened to be in Tampa.
Yep.
So now tell me when he was the offensive coordinator for the Rams, how he looked. How he looking right now. So you keep talking about product of the system, and you talk about Tom Brady made. Boy, Tom Brady made him.
Yep.
And it seems to be without Tom Brady, he's absolutely nothing. I'm not going to excuse Derek Carr play because he's been some, really smelly at points in time this year.
Okay, he is leading the league in interceptions. Go ahead.
Well, hell, I wish his team could lead the league in the interception. I wish it. Skip, you got Max Crosby, you got Chandler Jones, and you're 30th in sacks? How? Skip, Derek Carr, look, I mean, they moved to Vegas. They got John Gruden, and then he has to deal with Antonio Brown shenanigans. You got Hard Knocks and Henry Ruggs DUI, manslaughter. You got John Gruden getting fired. You got the first-round pick with a gun video. Defense terrible. Everything. Defense been bad. Waller and Renfro missing games. And Poe and Devontae like, man, we got to do better than I could have stayed in Green Bay.
He could have.
And he's probably wishing he had stayed in Green Bay, but probably not. Probably not. I mean, I don't think he doesn't strike me as a guy that has a whole lot of regret. He's closer to his family, and I know his family means a lot to him. But, Skip, I'm not going to look. I don't want to excuse Derek Carr because Derek Carr and that Skip, and I try to wrap my arms around him, but there's just something that every single time that I want to get close to him, something pushes me away.
I agree with that.
And I think that's what pushed John Gruden. John Gruden never, John Gruden loved everybody that he doesn't have to coach. That guy gotcha. If I was coaching right now, I'd love to have that guy. And as soon as he gets that guy, I don't want guy. That guy can't gut you. And Josh McDaniels, like I said, Tom Brady. You care about Coach Belichick. Nobody, whatever he's making, he needs to send half of that paycheck to Tom Brady. For the rest of the time, Tom Brady shouldn't have to work. He should be able to be probably making like $8 million. For that million, you need to go to Tom Brady.
Yep. I am with your takeaway on this. I have tried and tried and tried to wrap my arm around Derek Carr. Seems like a good guy.
Yes.
He's been durable, maybe to a fault, because all he does is start games. He started 91 straight games for them. Brady started 108, but he's second in the NFL in length of consecutive starts.
Man, get him, man, Skip. Don't you know what Jarrett Stidham is? Did you see Stiddy in New England? You had Stiddy in New England.
They did. Josh had a hand in drafting him in, what was he, a fourth-round pick?
Out of Auburn.
Out of Auburn. I watched him a lot at Auburn. He flashed occasionally. He's got athletic. I watch him at Baylor. He's a big, strong kid with a nice arm, so they want to see, well, what do we got? Well, you don't got Derek Carr because I think you just burned the bridge.
Oh, yeah, it's over. It
feels over to me.
Yeah.
Now, The Athletic reported that this was not Josh McDaniels' decision. This went to the top. This went to Mark Davis.
Yeah.
He was the one who's just seen enough of Derek Carr.
No, Skip. His money, $40 million, is guaranteed if he get hurt.
Well, that's another.
You not going to guarantee.
No, but I'm saying he's ready to move ahead, move a different direction.
Because he got no money after this year.
Okay, you can get out. It would cost you about almost $6 million.
Oh, so $6 million.
It's not too bad to get out from under him after this year. So what's happened over the expanse of time? What is it? It's been The Raiders had 2 winning seasons and 2 playoff appearances in Carr's 9 years. That's what it boils down to. Even though he's had runs, he's made 3 Pro Bowls.
Yes.
He's been pretty good.
Yeah.
But he'll get you here, but he can't get you up there.
Correct.
And I think Mark Davis finally said, you know what? I've just seen enough. Next question. Mark, you're going to replace him with what?
Tom Brady.
Okay. Is it going to be Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Okay, well, maybe. Because it's hard to go find a young quarterback who's going to immediately be better than Derek Carr. It's hard to go groom somebody and know for a fact they can be better than Derek Carr, who's always been pretty good. He's been pretty good.
I ask you this.
Yep.
Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow versus Mike Evans, Julio, Godwin, or Otten. Who you want?
Well, obviously. I mean, listen, when they went and got Devontae, if you remember before the year started, I said, this is a playoff team.
Yeah.
And by the way, you want to talk about underachieving? They became the first team in NFL history to blow 4 double-digit halftime leads. Never happened before, but they pulled it off this year. So you saw flashes of, oh, there they are. There's the Raiders because of what you just said. I mean, Devontae, we thought coming into this year was the best.
Yeah.
Number 1.
But, Skip, if you look at it, people are like, oh, Devontae, he's 5th in yards. He's tied for first in touchdowns.
Yep.
Now, he doesn't have the catches, the 115 catches that he normally would have, but he's had an unbelievable season. It's just that Justin Jefferson is on a pace to have a historic season. We saw Tyreek.
Yeah.
So it's not like Devontae. I mean, 1250 and 12 touchdowns, Skip, is nothing to sneeze at.
I got it.
But the expectation for him is 1,500 yards and 16, 17 touchdowns.
Yeah. And by the way, he played in college with this quarterback.
Yes.
And by all accounts, I'm not there, so I don't know this for a fact, but
friends.
I think they're very good friends. And I think it's legit that they're good friends. And the way he spoke yesterday, he spoke like he was speaking of a dear friend.
He's the reason I'm here.
Yeah.
Hold on, what'd you say? Go back to that state. You said they're the first team to give up 4 double-digit halftime leads. So who that follow?
NFL history.
So when you got the 32nd ranked defense, that's what will happen.
Okay, all right. You can blame a lot of people. You can blame the head coach. And I'm with you on Josh McDaniels. I really like him as a play caller and a coordinator, but that's who he is, and that's what he is. And by the way, he was a lot better play caller when he had that guy down in Tampa.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not sure about it.
It's amazing, Skip, when you don't know, oh, that hand signal. Hey, they've been checking this defense without the cameras available.
Uh-huh.
All I know is, Skip, he tried it. What they were guilty of in New England, he went to Denver and pulled the same shenanigans.
He did.
And then he goes to Denver, Skip, and he had a system, and it didn't work. He goes back to he goes to New England, and they win Super Bowls again because of that guy, that 6'5" guy, Tom Brady, that can't run, but he can throw the football, and he's the best. He goes to Oakland right now, and they just came out of the playoffs.
They did.
And had Cincinnati. They were throwing in the end zone with a chance to win the game in Cincinnati.
I hear you. With Rick Bisaccia as Bisaccia. Bisaccia.
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Rich.
I saw Rick.
Rich.
Yeah, Rich. But it's like, why didn't you keep it? They seem to rally around Bisaccia, who was this longtime special teams.
Skip, but you know how Al loved, and Mark might be a chip off his dad's old block. He gonna go get with the big name. He went and got John.
He will.
He went and go get John Gruden.
Yeah.
Al loves name. He loves trophies. Guys that got Heisman. If you got a Heisman trophy, the Raiders go. You might be a 72.
I agree.
If you got a Heisman, Al will get you. He loves Heisman trophy. He loves guys. He loves names. He loves shiny big things.
Yep.
And same thing, that's Josh McDaniels. We got to get Josh McDaniels. You see what he's doing in New England? Yeah. But how about the coaches? We keep talking about the players that leave New England. How about the coaches that leave New England? How they do? There's been a lot of them that coach Tom Brady, and when Tom Brady ain't their quarterback, and that's what you need to understand. When y'all go get somebody from New England, the coaching staff, Tom Brady ain't coming with them.
No. And by the way, my theory on that is Belichick does not delegate. He's iron fist.
Yes.
He's going to control everything. But if you got 12 as your quarterback and your buffer in the locker room, as your leader of the locker room, you're probably going to win a lot of games.
Of course.
And you're going to win some Super Bowls, and they won 6 of them. But if you're going to try to take chips off the block, there's no block.
Because he runs everything.
He runs everything. They don't even they're mirages.
Yeah.
They're fabrications.
Yes.
Right? They're fraudulent because you can't trust anything that they know.
And even Brady said, man, later for this.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
20 years of this browbeating me and telling me what I ain't doing and trying to minimize my importance to this organization. Man, later for y'all.
I agree. dangerous to take a shot with any of these assistant coaches because which one of them has ever worked where?
And that's what I was when I was on the old show at CBS. I say, y'all do know Tom Brady's not coming with him now. They're not a package deal. I know sometimes give you, hey, I come to your school, you got to take my homeboy. Or I come here, you know, I need, hey, get a job, hey, I need, you know, such and such. You getting that guy. 12 was not coming.
No.
And sure enough, right on cue. Whoop.
Yeah. This is a dismal situation because I think you're stuck with a head coach who doesn't belong being a head coach.
Yes.
And now you're going to start over at quarterback unless you go get Brady and say, let's try it. But what's Brady got? I'm not sure what he's got left. Right. I don't know. A year maybe, 2 years maybe.
And Skip, I don't know if they're playing. Maybe they're trying to, because I think John Gruden is suing for the remainder of his money.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, you lose that. So that's $60 million. You just hired him. You probably gave him 5-6 years, about $8 million. That's another $40 million. NFL just sent that memo. Y'all need to start firing these people and still having to pay them. That's costing $800 million in the last 5 years of coaches, general manager, and player personnel that's not on your roster, and you still having to pay them. This is a bad situation. I mean, Carr brought a lot of this on himself, like you said, Skip. I've seen games he throws for 400, and then I see games that he like, has this dude ever played quarterback?
That's who he is.
And you know what, Skip? It's okay. We have these expectations that we expect every young quarterback to be Mahomes or be Joe Burrow or be Josh Allen.
Yep.
No, that's not the case. It's always been like that. Everybody wasn't Montana, Marino, and Elway, Skip. They weren't. There's always going to be a tier of guys here, a tier of guys here, and a tier of guys here. Everybody, I don't care what you put around them. Every guy that's right here, if you put everything around them, ain't going to get to here.
Yeah. Derek Carr to me was always like the top quarterback in the third tier.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Where he's not even in the second tier, but well, he's really good as a third tier. And he's going to win some games.
Yes.
And every once in a while, twice in 9 years, he'll get you in the playoffs.
Right.
You won't go anywhere, but he'll get you in the playoffs.
He'll get you there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what the trade market looks like for Derek Carr, guys. The
Trade?
rumor mill is already buzzing. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.